So let's dive into that process a little bit. Let's look into what that actually looks like in our environment. So here you can see we have our wireless LAN controllers and 4 APs we're turning up. The first AP turns on, and there is no load on either wireless LAN 1 controller or wireless LAN controller 2. So AP1 goes ahead and joins wireless LAN 1. Now AP2 is turned up. What happens next? Well, AP2 is turned up, the CAPWAP discovery process goes out, and then the wireless LAN controllers respond. This one says I have one AP associated with me, and this wireless LAN says I have 0 APs associated with me. So what happens is this AP now joins wireless LAN controller 2 because it had no APs associated with it. Now we turn up wireless LAN AP3. Now we turn up AP3. AP3 does its CAPWAP discovery process. It does all the information, finds there's no master, there's no primary, there's no secondary. So it's looking for the least loaded wireless LAN controller. It asks wireless LAN controller 1, how many APs you have? AP1, wireless LAN controller, I have AP1 as well. AP3 now joins wireless LAN controller 1. Next, AP4 is booted up. AP4 goes through the CAPWAP process, just like we talked about, goes through all the numbers and finds out that wireless LAN controller 2 only has one AP associated with it. Wireless LAN controller 1 has 2. So it's going to join wireless LAN controller 2. So the least loaded in every instance. But what does this process look like when we do have a master? When we do have a master, it's very simple. We have a wireless LAN controller over here configured as the master. All associations that are not predefined by the AP will be done to the master controller. AP1, AP2, AP3, and AP4. Now you might ask yourself, why would we go this route? It seems like this isn't very well balanced. Well, maybe I want more control over this situation. I don't want random APs joining random controllers, right? Just to balance the load. So what I would do is assign a master, have all the APs associate AP1, AP2, AP3, AP4, all of them associate with the master controller. And at that point, I can then reconfigure them when I want to go to a different controller. So now I have it once it's been configured for the master, I can then move it over to wireless LAN controller 2 because I'm sure AP1 and 2 is what I want. Now I can move those over manually. I can see exactly what's going on in my environment.